Team has not yet come down the ramp, so they're getting a last-minute talking to from head coach Steve Martin. On offense at left tackle, Devin Gracie, a 5'10", 235-pound junior. Left guard, Kuntis Henderson. He is a sophomore at left guard. Center is Nathan Davis, a 6 255-pound senior. At right guard, senior Dalton Schrader, 6'5", 280. And at right tackle, D'Angelo Williams. And D'Lo is a sophomore. At your skill positions, at quarterback, you're going to have a rotation again. It'll be Jace Glasper, 6'2", 170, the senior, and Jalen Mason, the all-world sophomore who's really come on this year. And we're going to be in good shape next year when Jace Glasper is no longer with us. They will, in all likelihood, share duties at quarterback. And when Glasper is not under center, he'll be a wideout on the left side. And he'll be joined in the wideouts by Franklin EQ, the sophomore, Chase Carter, the sophomore, Deuce Bohannon will be out there as well. Running backs, what a combination we have at running backs. Sincere Thompson, the senior, 5'10", 205 pounds, and he'll be rotating back there with Deuce Bohannon, the sophomore. And don't forget, you'll also have halfback Philip Givens back there, the senior, at 5'11" and 220 pounds. And that's the very potent offense of the Wichita Northwest Grizzlies for tonight. What can we expect tonight?
I would say just a very big game here from Northwest. They're coming off a 70-7 win at Topeka. Very impressive win for him, and that was a little bit of a trip up to Topeka for him. And in that game, Jalen Mason, he completed 7 of 17 passes for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's doing pretty well slinging the ball. And then Jace Glasper had 5 receptions, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Deuce Bohannon, he carried the ball 22 times for 247 yards and 5 touchdowns. What a game for Deuce Bohannon.
And they needed Deuce last week because Sincere Thompson was not at full strength. He got hurt in the East High game and did not see a lot of time in the second half of that game. And that was one of the many factors in that game that led to our downfall that night, was that he was not available. And they had to readjust all of the offensive strategy. But he is now 100%. They gave him an opportunity to rest last week against Topeka. He is good to go tonight, and we are told he will start tonight. I don't know how much he will play. They may decide to rest him should the game get out of hand early. I say that, and you look on paper and you think, okay, this is a mismatch. Something along the lines of what it was against Topeka last week, Craig. But, you say it's a mismatch, but that's why you play the games.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened against East as well. I think a lot of people were thinking Northwest is going to easily win against East. Like, East they were considered big underdogs, but at the end of the game.
Well, they were a big underdog, and we had won 31 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's a bigger streak than the Holy War. As far as that's concerned. So that's how many games we had won in a row. And, every streak, the nice thing about any streak is that at some point it's going to end. And it ended 2 weeks ago when East was here.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for Northwest in that game, but the only thing you can do is just look forward. You can't go back and fix that game. But also, speaking about that Topeka game again, also on the defensive side of the ball, there was 9 tackles for loss and 3 interceptions. Just really good defensive work there, just congesting the Topeka offense. And then also John Lee, he was 9 for 9 on PATs, points after touchdown, so he's pretty accurate there. So
here come the Grizzlies out of the helmet. Listen to the crowd. The Grizzlies are fired up. They're in their gold pants tonight with dark blue jerseys and gold numerals, and South High is dressed in their road white jerseys with blue numerals, and they're wearing their blue pants this evening and standing over there on the far side of the field. So we'll await the coin toss here. That'll be the next thing that comes up. What we did not get to tonight was our interview with Coach Steve Martin. Our late start kind of killed our time, and we couldn't get that in. If time permits, we'll have to check with our executive producer, Shane Monroe. Maybe we can sneak that in during halftime. We'll see. We'll see how the halftime goes, because there's a lot of stuff going on at halftime tonight because it's homecoming.
Yes, Kevin. We'll see when we get there, but yeah, it's the homecoming game for Northwest, so it's a pretty special night for Northwest here.
Homecoming kings and queens will be crowned at halftime, and we're going to bring you that live. We certainly don't want you to miss that if you're not here in the building. And if you are here in the building, you won't miss it anyway, because you're here in the building. Getting set to go out for Northwest, Dalton Schrader and Sincere Thompson, Trey Birch, and Quavon Harris as the captains tonight. And on the far side for South High, Robinson Ross, Jalen Fitzsimmons Woods, Isaiah Espinoza, and I missed somebody, Isaiah Grames. Those are the four captains for the Titans of South High. Let's see if we can listen in on the coin toss. They don't have their mics on. The coin's been tossed, and I think Northwest won the toss. If I read my signals right, you see them lining up there. South High won the toss and elected to defer. So Northwest will get the ball first in this contest, and they will play from right to left as you're watching this on your screen. They will be playing into what little is left of a very stiff north wind we had all day. But the wind has died down. The flags on the goalposts are hardly moving at all now. And, just sticking our hand out the window, we don't feel any real air movement. So it's going to be a very still night, which is what they predicted. That's why we're going to have that hard freeze in the morning. Down to 57 degrees, the temperature plummeting as we speak. All right, we're ready for some football. Homecoming style, and everybody in the Northwest crowd, the Northwest student body, wearing pink today. Back for Northwest, Jace Glasper is deep. He's got Deuce Bohannon on one side, on the far side of the field, and over here on the near side, I'm having a hard time with there we go. And they kick it deep. And a nice run back out to the 43-yard line, and that was Jalen Lagan, the whiteout freshman, who took that one back. Yeah, pretty nice run back.
Yeah, and a new face in the back there, because usually you'd see Jace Glasper or Deuce Bohannon back there.
I didn't recognize him right away, and I was having a hard time reading the number when I was talking back about what's going on back there, because I couldn't tell who was what. So it's first down and 10 to go for Northwest. They've got the ball on their own 43-yard line. Jalen Mason behind center. And a quick handoff up the middle and a huge hole. Here we go. That's the Deuce. To the 10, the 5, out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it, at the 3-yard line. Yeah. A huge run of 60 yards on first down.
Yeah, excellent run there from Deuce Bohannon, just finding the gaps and also just using his speed and acceleration just to exploit those gaps and run it all the way down the field.
First and goal, handoff to Bohannon again. And he does not get in, but he's close. He is on the 1 foot line.
Yeah, he was very close to the goal line. I thought they were going to call it for a touchdown.
And a quick handoff again. Bohannon this time gets in. Touchdown Northwest. And they take a quick 6-0 lead.
And Northwest there just showing the capability of them being able to strike first and strike really quickly. It took them only 33 seconds to score their first touchdown of the game. Excellent job there and excellent play calling from Coach Steve Martin there.
Jace Glasper will hold for John Lee and the extra point try. Ball's down, kick is up, and it's good. 11:27 to go in the first quarter, and the Grizzlies take the quick lead, 7-0. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. Stay with us. You're watching Grizzly football.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Welcome back to Northwest Stadium. Getting ready for the kickoff after the first touchdown. Kickoff duties being handled by Franklin EQ. And his kick is very short. Taken at the 28-yard line up to the 33, a 5-yard return. It'll be first down and 10 for South at that point. And another very short kickoff from EQ.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that the wind has any effect on that ball in the air because there's
Flags aren't even moving on the goalpost, so
Yeah.
that there is no wind.
little to none wind right now.
South High has it, first down, handoff, and swarmed under by 4 jerseys is Ivan Teal for South High, and he loses. Well, they're going to give him a no gain. So it's second down and 10. Rashawn Johnson is the quarterback for South High. He's got Teal back there with him again. And Teal gets the handoff again, and he gains maybe a yard. It'll be third down and long.
And that was Jacob King that was involved on that wrap-up tackle. Great job from him just wrapping up the ball carrier and making sure he can't split the edge. And it looks like he's going to lose a yard on that play.
Ball is spotted at the 35-yard line. It'll be third down and 9 to go. Titans go into the spread now. Johnson at quarterback has it, and he keeps it, runs it up the middle, and he's going to be well short of the first down. He gets it out to the 40. It'll be fourth down and a short 5 yards to go from that point. We'll see how they play it. And the punt team comes on for the Titans. So a 3 and out on defense, you couldn't ask for more. The punt end over end is caught at the 25. 35, 40, 45, 50. Glasper to the 40, to the 35, down to the 32-yard line. of South High before he's finally brought down. A big return by Jace Glasper. First down and 10 Grizzlies at that point.
Yeah, excellent ball carrier vision right there from Jace Glasper. Just running around his blockers and just being comfortable, just knowing his teammates can block for him.
Mason stays at quarterback. And he's going to keep this one, run it up the gut. Got some room. He's still on his feet. First down and more inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Nice run that time by Jalen Mason.
Yeah, Mason showing off a little bit of strength there, bouncing off a South defender there.
Thompson's in motion, and there's a sack. Mason was looking to pass the ball, and he gets sacked in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 15. No huddle offense again. And now we have flags. Well, it's a false start. You didn't hear him, did you? In your headset?
Yeah, I did not hear him.
Yeah, we cannot hear the referee's microphone in our booth here. And I just stuck a mic out the window. That didn't help.
We'll just have to go by their hand signals.
We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and pretend we're deaf. Mason looking at the sideline for a play. Sincere Thompson is to his immediate left. Bohannon is down on the near side. He's going to throw it to the right to Thompson, and the throw was high, and he had to go up and get it. And by the time Thompson went up, got the ball, and brought it back down, he was tackled for a 3-yard loss. So it'll be 3rd down and a mile. He's got to get to the 9-yard line for a first down. The ball is at the 35. A long pass, and it is...
Wow. Bobbled and caught. That's going to be Chase Carter, the sophomore wideout. Excellent. It bounced off. It looked like the defender's hands there. And he ended up catching that, so good heads-up play by Carter. And
I was just stunned. I was just totally taken by surprise. John Lee is going to try the extra point. All I can say is wowzers. 35-yard touchdown pass. Kick is up, and it's good. 7:46 to go in the first quarter. Grizzlies lead 14-0. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. Stay with us. This is Grizzly football. Back at Northwest Stadium, here's the kickoff. It's long and deep. Out to the 20, 25, and looks like that's about as far as he's going to get. First down and 10 for South High at their own 25-yard line.
And I do just want to mention at the last drive for Northwest, I was about to say before that pass that this is not the most ideal drive they envisioned, I would say.
That was on a 3rd down and 26th play.
Yeah, it was an excellent play call, too.
It was. And a great job by Chase Carter to catch that ball. South High going to throw it. It's completed. And instantly tackled there is Isaiah Grames.
Yeah, it was a good open field tackle there from Amari Bohannon, one of the defensive backs for Northwest.
Just open field, one-on-one tackle. The gain is only 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. He's going to throw it again and instantly hit again. Wow. This time, Ivan Teal goes down, and he was hammered.
Yeah, it was Takari Brown that time. Man, 2 back-to-back plays with 2 really good tackles. Excellent start to this drive for the Northwest defense. Let's see if they can continue on this 3rd down play here.
Loss of 1 on the play. It's 3rd down and 9. 2 pass plays have netted 1 yard for South. This time they're going to keep it. Now he's going to throw it. And he throws it into his coach's bench. And the coach threw his clipboard up at it trying to stop it. And it will be 4th down and 9 in all likelihood. Yes, South High will punt.
And another 3 and out for this South High offense here. So they're going to need to figure something out on the sideline after they punt here.
They do not have a 1st down yet.
And also, I can almost guarantee Coach Martin on the Northwest sideline is praising his defense. They're playing pretty well.
They are
at
playing
the start
very
of this game.
well. Johnson is the punter. He kicks it to Jace Glasper at the 40. And Glasper catches it on a bounce. Now he boots it, picks it up. And he's going to get 3 or 4 yards only on the return. The delay in him picking up the ball gave South a good chance to cover it. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Northwest. Great field position at their own 47-yard line. And we're not even halfway through the 1st quarter yet, Craig, and we're up 2 scores.
Yeah, there's another chance for it to be a 3 with this drive, just depending on.
Oh, now they're going to mark it off here. There's a penalty of some kind. Well, I did not see the call.
I did not either.
I didn't see the flag either.
Interesting.
Must have been a hold. They moved it back 10 yards. So the ball moves back to the 36-yard line. And Glasper will run it. He cuts up the middle, gets good yardage, picks up 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1 to go. Nice run by Jace Glasper.
Yeah, Glasper did a good job just getting those yards back from that penalty that they just had to take.
Ball on the 47-yard line of Northwest. Mason goes back to throw it, throws it down the middle, and it's incomplete this time, intended for Glasper. It'll be 3rd down and 1 to go.
Yeah, I think that ball was just a little underthrown there to Glasper, but he also did have a defender on his back, so it would have been a rough.
He was well covered, no question about that.
Would have been a tough catch to make.
Now they'll hand it off, trying to get the 1 yard, and they will get it, I think. Yes, they got the yard. They needed 1. They got 2. At midfield, 1st down and 10 Northwest. 5:39 to go in the 1st quarter. Grizzlies lead 14-0. Mason back to throw again. This time he completes it to Glasper at the 40, down to the 35-30, down to the 27-yard line. A 23-yard pass play from Mason to Glasper, and those two are getting to be quite a duo here.
They sure are, Kevin, and that was just a great play from Glasper, evading defenders.
Bohannon up the gut. Big hole. He's going to score. 5. Touchdown, Northwest.
Man, again, just Deuce Bohannon just showing off the great vision he has at halfback and his excellent speed. He's a very fast player, and he just showed it right there, just sprinting to the end zone.
28-yard run for the touchdown. John Lee will try the extra point. Glasper will hold. Ball's down, kick is up, and it's good. 5:13 remaining in the 1st quarter. Northwest 21 and South 0. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly football. Back at Northwest Stadium, here comes the kickoff from the 40. In the air, a long, deep kick, taken at the 8-yard line, up to the 20, and that's it, folks. He hits a wall.
And that was Philip Givens for Northwest there. Excellent kick return coverage there.
Ivan Teal was the ball carrier, and boy, he got hit hard at the 20. It was a two-hitter. Somebody hit him, and he hit the ground. 1st and 10, Titans. They're going to spot that at the 21. Johnson at quarterback. Hands it off. A run up the middle. And a good pickup that time of about 4 yards, I think, maybe 5. And they're going to give him 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from that spot.
Yeah, oh, sorry, Kevin.
No, go.
Very good run blocking there from South. Just they're trying to find some open space and just gain some yardage to kind of build their confidence because they had a pretty slow start to the game so far.
They do not have a first down yet. They're down 3 scores and don't have a first down. That's not a good combination. Johnson has it. He's back to throw. Now he's running for his life, and he throws it away. I think the cheerleaders had a better chance of catching that than anybody else.
Yeah, Johnson there, sorry, my apologies, could not find the roster sheet for South. Johnson there, he was running out of time to run to the sideline, and he saw big old number 20, Peyton Dean, coming right at him, so I think anybody with the right mind would throw that ball away.
And throw it away he did, and fortunately there was somebody in the area. 3 wideouts on the near side. They're going to hand it off instead. And up the middle, short of the first down, goes Ivan Teal. It'll be 4th down and 1. This will be an interesting decision. Would you go for it, 4th down and 1 inside your own 40?
I think how they moved it somewhat on these first couple plays, I would say risking it. Looks like that's what they're going to do, possibly.
Looks like they're planning to. Looks like they're playing to go for it or lining up to go for it.
But if they don't get it, it will be pretty unfortunate for them.
And I don't know what we have here. They sneaked it, and Northwest thinks they stopped them. And looking at the linesman, they did. Northwest will take it over on downs as the 4th down run does not get the 1 yard needed for a first down. 1st and 10 Grizzlies at the 30-yard line of South. This is their best field position so far to start a drive, Greg.
Yeah, it sure is, and I think I take back all the words I said about it being a good opportunity for South to go for that because it's going to hurt them on this drive, I would say.
3 in the backfield. It's going to be a pass play, looks like. No, he's going to run it. Mason runs it, picks up 3 or 4 yards on the play.
You know, I like that effort there from Mason, just getting whatever he can out of that QB draw play, whatever you want to call it. Because he also
was a quarterback draw, and there wasn't much there. They kind of had it snuffed out.
Yeah, the protection kind of broke down in the pocket, so he had to go somewhere.
Here's one. Bohannon has it. He takes it to the right side, still on his feet. First down and more. He's going to score. Touchdown. A two-play drive.
Man, Deuce Bohannon, he is one heck of a halfback.
Another 28-yard touchdown run for Bohannon. That's his second of the night of that length.
It just seems too easy for him just being able to just cut to the outside and just use his speed to outrun everybody on the field.
John Lee will try the extra point. Glasper will hold it. Ball's down. Kick is up. And it's good. 3:03 remains in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter. Grizzlies lead 28-0. We'll be back with the kickoff after this timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly football.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training,
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
Back at Northwest Stadium, awaiting the kickoff. And Craig, you and I talking off camera here about Bohannon, and he's got a bunch of yards already.
Yeah, he is just shy of 100 yards here in the first quarter, I might add. So who knows how many yards he'll have at the end of the game. But I think before anything, Martin may sit him and have someone else play his position. But a great start of the game he's having. Excellent.
Franklin EQ will kick it off for Northwest. And he gets another pretty good kickoff. It's going to be booted. Picked up at the 15, and that's all. See you later. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 15. He's driven back to the 5 by 3 blue jerseys.
Yeah, and I believe the 3 blue jerseys you were just talking about was Fountain, and it was Philip Givens. Philip Givens. He was in on that tackle as well.
Once the ball was on the ground, that was it. The play, they're not going to get anything out of that play because the Grizzlies just collapsed on the runner at that point. So Johnson's going to start deep in his own end. He's got Ivan Teal in the backfield with him, hands it off, up the middle. Ball carrier that time is Jamarcus Webster. Webster gets a nice gain on the play of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, it's a good little gain there from South. But this is exactly how they started off the drive previous to that, where they failed on 4th down. So I can only assume their coach just wants to get a 1st down, because that's really that is probably the one thing that they need to kind of just gain some confidence in all their players.
Play clock running down to 7 seconds. And he hands off again. And basically they ran the similar play up the middle again. He's going to gain maybe a yard or 2. That's Webster again. For South carrying the ball. They gave him he had a nice gain. 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I think this puts him in a good position just to get a 1st down here. But
well, I think that at this point, down 4 scores and with no 1st downs in the game, this is what they need.
Yeah, they sure do. They just need to get this first down here. Just put some confidence in themselves.
Robinson in the backfield again, hands it off. Or he kept it himself, excuse me. Johnson kept it himself and ran into a wall, and he's going to lose a bunch. So instead of 3rd and 1, it's going to be 4th down and 7. And the punting unit will come out again.
And again, I'm eating my words again. Just
3 and out again.
Yeah, guessing what South can try to do with the ball, and I believe that was Quavon Harris in on that really good, just driving the quarterback a couple yards back. Stop, man, amazing play.
Glasper standing at the 45 of South. Takes it at the 48, up to the 40, 35-30, near side, 25-20, 15-10, touchdown. A punt return touchdown, no flags for Jace Glasper.
What a run there from Glasper, just using that edge to his advantage, and great blocking from the special teams. I don't know if I'll be able to say it enough. Special teams for Northwest is doing something special here.
Well, they were certainly special on that play because he found a crease and just took it right up the sideline, and it's all going to come back. A holding penalty. I saw no flag on that play, and I even said no flags because there was nothing on the carpet, and now they're calling a holding penalty against Northwest.
Well, very unfortunate there for Northwest, but yeah, I did not see any yellow laundry on the field.
So that touchdown comes back off the board. They'll have to earn it again. That's too bad.
Yeah,
and I have no idea where that hold might have been. I saw no flags anywhere.
Yeah, I can only imagine Coach Martin is not happy after that.
Mason at quarterback, hands it off up the middle to Thompson. Sincere Thompson. Nice big run for 9 yards for Thompson.
Yeah, that was a very good run right there for 9 yards for Sincere Thompson. I couldn't help to notice that the start of the play, it looked like he ran into one of his offensive linemen there. So I'm wondering if that kind of stopped some of his progress there.
Might have. 2nd down and 1. Mason back to throw, and he throws it down the side, and that was intended for Sincere Thompson, and overthrew him. It'll be 3rd down and 1, but you know what? That's a good play. That's a good time to throw that play or to call that play because basically you have a free down to work with.
Yeah, no, there was no one on Sincere Thompson there. He was wide open. It was just really unfortunate he wasn't able to haul that in because that could have easily been another touchdown for Northwest here in the first quarter.
Last play of the quarter, and it's a handoff up the middle. They got the 1st down and then some. That's Bohannon carrying the ball. And when we come back for the 2nd quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 for Northwest. After 1 quarter of play, it's Northwest 28 and South High nothing. We'll be back with the 2nd quarter after this timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly football. Back at Northwest for the start of the 2nd quarter. Grizzlies have it 1st and 10 at the 29. There's a pass to Jace Glasper. He'll take it down to the 25, a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
And I do like to say on this drive here, Northwest is kind of chewing up a little bit of clock, and or instead of just kind of doing a 1 shot and 1 score type drive.
Here's another pass and another completion over here on the near side, inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for Northwest. Move the chains.
I did like that cut to the inside of the field there from EQ. Just unfortunate that there was another defender there to tackle him.
And Franklin EQ was the recipient of that pass. Now back to throw again. Caught. Touchdown, Glasper. 16 yards from Mason to Glasper for the score. Well, we got our 6 points back again. And it didn't take very long. 34 to nothing with the extra point to come.
Yeah, Northwest sure is rolling in this first half of the game.
John Lee will try the extra point. Glasper will hold. Ball's down. Kick is up. And it's good. Tell you, that came so quick. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. It's 35 to nothing now with 11:15 remaining in the first half. And Greg, I had a suspicion going in that we would be dominant in this game, just because of, first of all, South has struggled all year, and we've always, in recent years, we've done real well against South.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting it to be this much of a one-sided affair.
Yeah, it's a pretty early start for Northwest, and they're having a pretty good start as well.
You got any scores over there?
Yeah, I was looking at some 6A scores, and right now a game I thought would be pretty interesting. Number 3 Manhattan in 6A, and then number 13 Junction City. They are in the second quarter, and Manhattan is leading 14-0. I thought that'd be a pretty good 6A game.
Yeah. And, of course, one of the games of local interest is the Holy War. Bishop Carroll and Cape and Mount Carmel is being played over at Riverfront tonight. And that's a pretty good kick. Back to the 5-yard line is... and a good tackle.
I think that was EQ with the tackle, too, the kicker.
It might have been. Ivan Teal got 24 yards on the return. It's first down and 10 for South.
Yeah, it's very rare you see the kicker make the tackle on special teams, but right there,
especially
EQ,
on this team.
Oh, yeah, EQ, he ran out there, and then he kind of chopped the player running the ball back down. Great play there from EQ.
South High still does not have a first down in the game. Johnson and Teal are in the backfield along with Jamarcus Webster. And they go with just Teal in the backfield now. 3 wideouts. And Teal gets the handoff, runs it up the gut, and picks up maybe 3 yards, maybe 4. And they give him 4. So it'll be second down and a long 6 for the Titans.
And since we have a little bit of downtime before this next play, I do want to mention that Holy War game. Capon right now is leading 14-0 in the second quarter against Bishop Carroll.
Maybe this is their year.
Yeah, Capon, it was a really close game whenever they played, or we played at Stryker against them. And, yeah, I think they're a pretty solid team in Kansas and in 5A
Bishop
football.
Carroll's won like 29 of those in a row.
Yeah, it sure does look like Capon's year, though.
There's another handoff to Teal, and he maybe gets a yard. It'll be third down and 5.
And I can only assume on this next play, South is going to look for their first down of the game.
Well, and the last time we said this, they had a 3rd and 1 and lost 8 yards on the play. So you just don't know what to expect.
Yeah, let's see what they draw up on this play.
Johnson looking at his bench for a play. Isaiah Grames is the near wide out, and he gets the ball actually thrown to him, and I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Well,
looks like
call me a liar. They gave him 2 yards. Okay. So it'll be 4th down and 2. The ball at the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 39. And South High brings out, appears to be their punt unit. Jace Glasper is going back to his own 35 to catch the punt off the foot of Rashawn Johnson.
Yeah, I was wondering if South was considering taking a chance on this 4th down, but clearly they will not.
Johnson's kick, pretty good. It drives him back to the 28. Here he goes. Glasper 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Now he's looking for, he's in trouble. Gets to the 30 and down to the 27-yard line of South High before he's brought down. And that is one heck of a return run on the part of Jace Glasper.
Yeah, Glasper had a lot of open space there, and he exploited it, just running it back for quite a bit of yardage there.
First and 10, Northwest. Handoff up the middle, big hole. That's Thompson. He's going to score. Touchdown! 28 yards. How many times have I said that tonight? 3.
Yeah, quite a few times, especially the deuce one-handed, but there's Sincere Thompson's first contribution in the end zone there.
Grizzlies will try the extra point. John Lee to try the point after, being held by Jace Glasper. There's the snap, ball's down, kick is up, line drive, gets through, and it's good. 8:24 remaining in the first half. It's Grizzlies 42 and the Titans nothing. We'll be back with a kickoff after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly football. Stadium getting set for the kickoff. Back at Northwest Stadium getting set for the kickoff. Franklin EQ will do the honors from the far hash mark on the 40-yard line. Grizzlies with a huge lead here in the second quarter. And a kick taken at the 5-yard line by Ivan Teal, and down he goes at the 15. That's all she wrote there. It'll be first down and 10 for South High at that point.
It seems like
they gave him to the 20. Excuse me, I had my marker wrong. It's first and 10 from the 20.
It seems on every kickoff here for Northwest, it seems like the coverage is just amazing there. Because there's one guy wrapped on the returner, and then also Takari Brown came in and kind of laid down the boom on him and just make sure he was on the ground. So just great coverage there from the Northwest Special Teams unit.
Johnson at quarterback has Teal back there with him. And he throws it long. And I believe it's caught in bounds. And it is the first down of the night for South High, and it comes on a 33-yard pass play.
Yeah, what a play there from South. Or I would say first big play of the game, and it almost looked like it was just kind of a throw it up type thing and just pray that the receiver caught it. But I do gotta say the Northwest defensive back there just had his head turned around and didn't have have his eyes looking at the ball, and I think that's what caused the completion there. Just
Isaiah Grames made the great catch, and it was a good catch. So it's first and 10 South. Here's a run up the near side, right at us, and down he goes. Pushed backward that time. And Johnson took that one himself, and he took a pounding when he went to the turf.
Yeah, Jeremiah Harris, again, was wrapped around the ball carrier there, and then also Takari Brown kind of just finished off the play, just laid down the boom, hit stick them.
Johnson ran about 20 yards to pick up 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 45. First time they've been in Grizzly territory tonight. And it's all coming back.
Yeah, I heard that little cut there.
She has a kill switch. 1st and 15 now. Johnson running for his life. And he made what may have been determined to be an ill-advised throw. There's a flag down here, Craig, at the 45-yard line.
Looks like maybe holding or roughing the passer, I would say.
And it won't be roughing the passer at this spot. Might be a hold. I'm inclined to think that Martin's going to decline it. And it is declined. So they'll take the play. It's 2nd down and 15 because it was an incompleted pass.
Did you hear the ref on the headset or no?
I did not hear a thing. Nice try though, buddy.
Yeah, I should probably stop trying it. It's not working.
We just can't. We can't pick up the speaker. It was worth a try. And we did that for you folks at home so you can hear the officials. Everybody in the building can hear the officials except us.
A little bit of a design flaw, I guess, at the press box up here.
It's the mixer. I'm
the mixer?
Because my outside mic isn't connected.
Oh, gotcha.
I only have 2 ports.
Gotcha.
So if I connect the outside mic, one of us has to be quiet. That might not be a bad idea, by the way. It's 2nd and 15, ball at the 49. I have no idea what we're waiting for. There's some discussion going on. Coach Martin is out there talking to the officials.
Well, while we're in this little bit of a delay, I do want to talk about Derby and Mays are playing at the moment. It's in the 2nd quarter, and Mays is leading 14-7. That's another good game.
That is another good game.
In Kansas today.
We'll have to deal with Mays next year. There's an incomplete pass that was defended very well that time by Quavon Harris.
Yeah,
it'll be 3rd down and very long.
Yeah, very 2 good back-to-back defensive plays. Started with Brown deflecting the ball out of a receiver, and also Harris deflecting the ball out of the receiver's hands. Just 2 good pass coverage plays for Northwest here.
Back to pass. Johnson overthrows it, almost picked off. Wow. Jacob King had a hand on it, couldn't gather it in. It'll be 4th down, and it will be punt time for South High.
Yeah, Johnson severely overthrew that ball to his receiver, and man, I was surprised that King did not come away with that interception there. Excuse me.
I'm very, very surprised indeed. Jace Glasper is standing in his own 20, and a very low bouncing kick, and Jace Glasper did the smartest thing he could possibly have done. He walked away. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Northwest. The ball will be spotted, looks like right at the 20-yard line. So it's the same as a touchback. We need to take a moment to recognize our crew up here. Well, this is a student-driven production, ladies and gentlemen. We have kids up here running the equipment who are learning the basics of sports production. They're led by our executive producer, Shane Monroe, who is just a workhorse up here. You can't imagine how much involvement he has in this production. We'll talk about that after we score.
Deuce Mahan's gone.
Down to the 10, 5, touchdown. I wasn't expecting a one-play drive.
Yeah, it was a great play call, I would say, from Coach Martin there. Just it was I believe, a halfback screen to Deuce Bohannon there, and even though it's considered an 80-yard touchdown, he probably ran an extra 5 yards just because he received the ball in the backfield and just basically sprint. Yeah, he sprinted all the way to the end zone.
It is an 80-yard touchdown pass play. John Lee will try the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. 7:09 remaining in the second quarter. 49-0 now, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to start over because this is important. Ladies and gentlemen, these live streams are student-based productions. These kids are up here learning the basics of sports production. They are so blessed to have this opportunity, and the man leading them is our executive producer, Mr. Shane Monroe, and we want to thank Shane for all of his hard work. He's the hardest working guy in this booth. The least hardest working people in the booth are you and me, Mr. Cameron. These kids and Mr. Monroe are really working hard. Max Harbacek is here tonight. He's running the board, and our videographer tonight is Madeline Shirley, and she's doing just an outstanding job bringing you these pictures. And I want to extend my personal thanks to all three members of our production crew tonight. Here comes the kickoff from Franklin EQ, and he boots it down to the 5-yard line. And Teal is going to be hit inside the 20. Down he goes. Looks like he's going to give him to the 19-yard line. Maybe they'll give him the 20. It'll be first down and 10 for South.
And again, I don't know if I'll be able to say it enough in this game, but it was excellent just special teams coverage there. And it first started off with Jalen Lagoon with the first initial hit, and then it was finished off by Jaleel Cooper there for Northwest. Excellent coverage and excellent just wrapping up on the ball carrier there.
Johnson is in the backfield at quarterback. Isaiah Greaves is back there with him along with Ivan Teal. He's going to hand it off. They're going to try it up the middle again, and again, there's 4 or 5 blue shirts on the ball carrier. I can't tell you who made the tackle. There's too many of them. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7.
Yeah, Northwest sure is doing a really good job just stacking bodies in the middle of the box there, so the South offense cannot run the ball up the middle. They are not going to allow it.
And South in no hurry to get this play off there as they look to the bench for a play. Clock running, 6:30 and counting in the second quarter in what has been a very long first half. And another play that gains very little. Give them 2 more yards. It'll be third down and 5 for South. And again, South has 1 first down in this game, and that was on a 33-yard pass play on their last possession.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of just throw it up and heave the ball type plays, but it worked out in their favor.
It did. Graves made a nice catch. Johnson decides to keep it himself. He's going to lose yardage on the play, and it'll be fourth down, and South High will punt. Another 3 and out for South.
Yeah, and I saw Brady Johnson on that tackle there on the ball carrier. Just excellent play there, just getting to the ball carrier real quickly and not letting him get any yards. And it faces, or it gives South another fourth down, and it's just hurting them not being able to just move the ball and gain first downs here.
Jace Glasper is standing at midfield. And this one bounces on the far side, and Glasper picks it up. He's at the 45, the 40, spin move, gets down near the 35-yard line, and Grizzlies will have great field position once again. You hearing me?
I am not.
Hello, hello.
Now I do. Now
okay.
I do. We're good.
All righty. Sorry we had a little audio problem there for a moment. First down and 10 for Northwest. I'm still not hearing myself very well.
Try that bottom right one. Oh, there we go.
How's that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Good.
All right. First down and 10 for Northwest. The ball's been spotted at the 36. And we have a pause in the action here. And the Grizzlies are going to get nailed for a penalty. I don't know what we did here. Oh, they're moving it back 10 yards.
I did not see a flag on the play, Kevin. I don't know
I
about
did not
you.
either.
These referees are taking their time, I guess, after the play is just kind of considering what happened during the play.
So it's first down and 10. Glasper at quarterback, heaves one to Bohannon, completed, and he's down inside the 25-yard line, first down. Well, that's a way to pick that yardage back up. Got Glasper and Thompson in the backfield. Bohannon is in the pattern. Lopez is down here on the near side. Spin move by Thompson. Nice move. Is he in? Touchdown, Northwest. 24 yards. So Sincere Thompson has 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Thompson and Deuce Bohannon, they're kind of just matching each other stride for stride, just touchdowns, runs. They have 2 really solid halfbacks for the offensive side of the ball for Northwest. And when Thompson isn't here next year, they can always turn to Bohannon.
Bohannon will be ready to go.
He showed he's reliable.
John Lee to try the point after. The kick is up, and it's good. 4:35 to go in the first half. Grizzlies 56, South High nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly football. Northwest Stadium, Franklin EQ getting set to kick off here from the 40. Gets it in the air, and it's short this time. Taken at the 15, booted, and down he goes. Ball's loose. Who's got it? And they say South got it back. That's about the only good thing that has happened to South High all night.
Yeah, that was
that they got their own fumble back.
Interesting play there. It was like you said, short kick, and then the first ball carrier, or was supposed to be ball carrier for South, kind of tried to pick it up, and then they got tackled by near the feet, and they fumbled it, and I'm surprised the Northwest player did not come away with that, to be honest.
It cost them a lot of yardage. They're going to start deep in their own end. They're going to have 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line to start this drive. Johnson and Teal are in the backfield for the Titans. Johnson keeps it himself, goes around the right side and picks up a little. 2 or 3. Okay, let's give him 2. It's 2nd down and 8.
I do got to say the Northwest defense is doing a pretty good job just guessing right on these read option plays, because South isn't really seeming to, or they're not really looking to throw the ball, it looks like. So they're just trying to run the play or run some clock here, just run some timeout. And Northwest is doing a really good job just making sure to figure out who the ball carrier is on these read option plays.
Clock running, 3:45 to go in the second quarter, and Again, South High is in no hurry to get this playoff. Johnson has it, hands it off to Teal, and Teal goes nowhere. There are 6 guys in blue shirts all over him. They stood him straight up, and he lost 3 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd and long for South here. And I'm wondering if they'll just try to run the ball and then just take the punt after that. Or we could see a pass play out of this.
I would say when you're down by this much as the score differential is here, throwing a pass is not a big risk. There's not much more that can happen.
Just kind of practice some plays if you want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about a turnover here. And he does throw it, and it's caught at the 30, the 35, the 40, and out to the near midfield. Great catch and run by Damari Parker of South High, the 2nd first down of the night for the Titans. And a big play.
Yeah, it's another one of the few bright spots for South here just in the first half of the game. Just gain some yardage. And is that the 2nd first down they've gotten all night, I believe?
2nd. A 36-yard pass play gets them a first down at the 46-yard line of South. Clock running, 2:19 to go. Johnson again hands it off to Teal. Teal sweeps around the far side, and they're going to run him out of bounds. He's not going to get much, depending on where he stepped out. Let's see where they mark it. And I think they're going to mark him for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, the ball carrier on the play tried to split the edge and just run to the sideline to try to gain some space to run, but it did not work out.
Couldn't make the turn.
Yeah, it did not work out. Too many blue shirts just in his way.
And there again, Johnson is getting a play from the sideline. 2 wideouts on each side. Now he's going to throw it. And on the near side, picked off! And fumbled. He picks it up again. 10-5. Touchdown to Corey Brown. 46 yards.
I believe that was Jaleel Cooper on that play.
I take that back.
Number 6.
I thought that was an 8.
Yeah, I see that Cooper almost got a little ahead of himself there, looking back, and then he fumbled the ball.
But, you know, he got a great northwest bounce. It bounced right back into his hands, and
sure
down
did.
he went with it.
I could only imagine his coaches if he fumbled that and was not able to get into the end zone, because there was no one stopping him after he picked that off.
Oh, once he had it caught, there was nothing between him and the end zone
there was
except
not.
the turf monster. Now they're bringing the whole thing back? What are we doing here?
Looks like they are going to bring it back.
After all that.
Oh, no, they're calling a touchdown.
Now they're going to call it a touchdown. All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was.
I don't understand what that was either. That made no sense to me, why they were lining up back here again. So it is a touchdown, and John Lee is on to try the extra point.
I thought they were going to call it back, and I was going to mention that's going to be the 2nd big play that got called back for a penalty.
That's right. We've already had one called back.
Yep, Jace Glasper, he had an excellent punt return to the house, but then it got called back for a holding penalty.
And that was a delayed call, too.
It sure was. These referees kind of seem to call penalties after not really throwing any laundry.
They're very well hidden, are these yellow flags.
Maybe they're green. We'll never know.
Maybe they are. They had to switch balls here for the extra point. Now we're set to go. John Lee will try the extra point. Jace Glasper will hold. Assuming, of course, that I don't know what's going on there. There's obviously a delay. I really don't know what this, unless this is a media timeout of some kind. No, the referees were talking to the coaching staff of South. That's what that was all about. Now we're ready for the extra point. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. 1:50 to go in the first half. Grizzlies 63, South High 0. We'll be back for the kickoff after this. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly football. Welcome back to Northwest Stadium, getting set for the kickoff as we approach halftime. 1:50 remaining in the first half. And Franklin EQ will kick it off again, and he's going to have to soak his leg in the hot tub when this one's over. And this time he pooches it, and it's booted and then picked up by one of the upbacks and downed at the 30-yard line. And that was an interesting play to try, and a good place to try it, I might add.
Yeah, very fortunate there, because it was Joseph Griffin that initially looked like he would take the kickoff there, but he fumbled it a little bit, and it went to one of his teammates. And good thing he was able to catch that ball and just make sure it wasn't a fumble, and another possibility for Northwest to get the ball back.
Yep. 1st and 10 at the 31 for South. Their offensive unit has done very little tonight. 2 first downs in the first half, both on pass plays. Here's a handoff up the middle, and that's probably the biggest gain rushing on a single play of the night at 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 to go.
Yeah, I'm only assuming that the South just wants to take this to halftime, just get this over with.
I think so.
This first half has kind of been really depressing for them.
It's been a tough night for South, no question about it.
I don't know if anybody at home can hear the Northwest Stadium or the Northwest fans here. They're shaking our press box a little bit, and
they are shaking the press box.
They're making some noise for the Grizzlies here.
Here's another handoff up the middle. And good yardage that time. They're going to get a first down out of this. Move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Titans. And they're going to spot this ball at about the 43-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, another rare occurrence of South just gaining some yards there, and they got a first down. They're one of the few times of this game for them.
This is only the third first down of the night for the Titans, and they've had no more than one in any drive.
And that's very unfortunate for them, because it kind of just kills the offense and just the motivation of the team.
Handoff with 20 seconds to go. Gets very little, maybe 2 yards, and that may be the final play of the first half. We'll see how they play it. Neither team has taken a timeout in this half.
It's not really there hasn't really been a need to be honest. Nothing that needs a timeout.
And that's it, folks. We're at halftime. Score at half, Northwest 63 and South nothing. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly football.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools.
The best training,
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
so you can be all you can be.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Our pregame show continues now. We're joined, as we always are, each and every week by our head coach, Steve Martin. Coach, let's start out by looking back a week at, you took a long road trip last week up to Topeka and came away with a big win.
Yeah, it's just kind of what the doctor ordered, a lot of people don't know, but, going into the East game, Sincere Thompson tweaked his hamstring. We didn't know if we would exactly have Sincere for the East game. And, if you watch that game, you'd know that, Sincere wasn't getting the ball. And that was kind of the criticism I've gotten all week that week was, Coach, you weren't feeding your monster there. And, Sincere was about 70%. He kind of probably fibbed a little bit told me he was feeling good, but you could tell as the game was going on is that he wasn't the same running back that we've always had. And, we got Mikey Lopez got hurt early in the second quarter of that East game. And so, when you start taking out some guys that are, I'd say maybe 65, 70% of your offense, you kind of worry a little bit, and we did some things that, we thought were good enough to win that ball game, but, two big plays at the end of the game three big plays really changed that game. So, going to Topeka, we knew that, they weren't a very well playing team at the time. And so, we were able to sit Sincere out and Mikey out and try to get these guys healthy so that they're on for a long November run because, if anyone tell you, and especially coaches that have won a championship, the key to winning a championship is being able to stay healthy when it matters. And so, we were able to get those guys some rest, and we look forward to maybe possibly having them in the lineup this Friday night.
Well, and you mentioned, every time you and I talk about it, you always mention that the goal during the regular season is to be playing in November.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people took that loss, outside of the program with a lot of criticism and what we're doing, and they don't understand it. Well, it's not for them to understand. It's for us to understand, my players and my coaching staff. And so I think we're right on pace. We're trying to self-discovery with what we got. We got, a very young quarterback that's having a lot of success throwing the ball in the air. We have a veteran quarterback now that's, his thumb's starting to heal a lot better. And, what are we going to do? Are we going to play him more a quarterback, and take the seed away from Jalen? That's kind of the answers that we're kind of looking for going in. But, Jalen last week against Topeka had a great night. Jace Glasper had an amazing night receiving last year with over 100 yards receiving. So he bodes us as another weapon. And, looking at the things, I think that's where he's going to get recruited is a lot of the attention is being an athlete, not only as a quarterback. So, we got a lot of grade out of it last week. If you were able to watch the game, Deuce Bohannon, a sophomore, had a breakout game without Sincere there. He went for 22 carries and 245 yards and 5 touchdowns, and that was in the first half. So, our starters didn't play in the second half, offense or defense. So, it was a workmanlike manner. We got up there, we got it, and we did our business, and we got out of there healthy. And that's the main thing. And, we look forward to, getting Sincere and Lopez back with us, when Tommy, our trainer, gives us a thumbs up because those guys are still day-to-day. At least it's day-to-day instead of not having them, so.
You have the Titans this week and a team that we usually don't have any trouble handling. But, that's why you play the games. When we said the same thing about East, and they for 31 years it was accurate. Then of course East came in and stole one. So I mean that's why you play the game, and I know you're going to go out there and play hard against the Titans here for homecoming.
Yeah, it's kind of a depleted roster. We just got called today that they can only have a freshman team Monday. So some of the numbers in the City League are very down. And so is the roster. They fluctuated through the roster. They're very young, but they got some talented athletes that if you fall asleep on them, they can make you pay with long runs and stuff like that. But, it's kind of the same story as last week. It's going to be a workmanlike manner. It's homecoming, so we're going to have to avoid those distractions that, homecoming week brings. But, we look forward to getting out there and playing hard because, we don't want to look too far ahead, but coming down the road is a team that Manhattan that we would like to play again. And, we've kind of been licking our chops to be able to play them after suffering 2 losses to those guys. So, we're focused on getting better. And it's always what the mission has always been during regular season is that, we have to know what we're doing wrong and stuff, and we want to do that before Manhattan. So, the East game, I'm sorry, I don't like taking losses, but it's a blessing in disguise. The Carroll game is looking, as you look at their schedule now, they are not as strong as they have been. So, we maybe got some false sense of reality when we played those guys. So, going ahead and experience that against West is probably what the doctor ordered for this team. It was a team that started to believe the hype and started to believe what they were hearing in the newspapers and on the media. And so it got us refocused, and I think our play last week showed that, especially on the defensive side of the ball where we didn't allow a first down till far into the fourth quarter. So, I thought our defense did some great things last week, and, of course, our offense really got churning.
And, of course, every game is big in that it has to do with seeding. And, we want to do everything we can to get home field advantage in the playoffs. And should we be in a situation like we were in last year where we play Manhattan twice in 3 weeks, it sure would be nice to have both of those games here at Northwest.
Yeah, right now, Washburn Rule looks like they're on track after their big win against Manhattan the other night. Looks like they're on track to be the 1 seed. It's a
I really don't tell people. They really don't like 90 minutes. No, I didn't know that. beat the walls down for that man that way. Lying, because I went in. But he lying, because that was definitely not me. My grandma named Joyce. That wasn't me. Not my grandma. I get it. That's all you have to say. They have been together since West High, though. That's crazy. You and Mark one more Nick. They should have broke up for you. I told you we was at the basketball tournament. She was in Queenie's room. We was at the Topeka basketball tournament. But in school she switched. You said what? In school she was with. My boy was like, man, I'm about to whoop this thing. I said, oh, you're going to be back with her next week. Might as well just wait till she get out of her system. Let her have it, my boy. The mama look better than the son. Look how shiny she is. That's the mama. That's what I'm saying. She's dressed up better than the son. Cowboy boots? Working there. You kids was bad. They was fighting every day. They talking about we gotta bring up the fight. I said, they ain't on my job description. They was fighting like grown men in there. I said, nah, not that fight. I'm not going down there. You didn't see what they was doing? I'm going the other way. Then he hit a hard left turn. That's incredible. But how was he slow in? That's what I'm saying. I said, this is incredible. I've never seen this. Like you slow, but you know enough to act like a girl. Like, that don't make sense. Like, when I first... Okay, welcome back to Wichita Northwest. We are at halftime homecoming here at Northwest tonight. And they just crowned all of the kings and queens in each of the 4 classes here at Northwest. And the Grizzlies have taken the field, as have the Titans. They'll do their 3 minutes of warm-up. And Craig Kamrick, kind of a hard half to talk about because it was so one-sided. Obviously, Northwest has its game on, but South just can't get anything started.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad just to think about that. Just South is not able to move the ball, and it's kind of just hurting, I would say, their motivation just to want to play, honestly. Because, I mean, whenever you're a South Plain, you look at the scoreboard, it's 63-0 at halftime. I think you just kind of want to go home at that point. It's just kind of a tough feeling, I would say.
But these guys are all out there for the love of the game as well, and you know that there isn't a single person wearing a white jersey out there that doesn't want to be out there, despite what the score is. They want to continue to play. They want to keep on going, and they love the game of football. And yes, they realize that they're in a mismatch here tonight, the way the game has gone, but they don't care about that. I mean, they're going to do their best regardless. And obviously, I can tell you that the coaching staff from South probably at some point at halftime said, hey, let's get the first one and then worry about it at that point. So let's get the first one. South High will get the ball to start the third quarter. So I'm sure he was saying, let's take the kickoff and let's get some points with it.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. Just kind of build up and just don't look back. That's just kind of I would say the idea is just for South, just try to get the first down and then keep going from there. Just don't stop.
Well, you've been scouting around here at halftime. What we got any interesting scores to talk about?
I sure do. First game I would like to talk about, number 1 Andell in 3A is taking on number 4 in 3A Collegiate. And Andell is leading 20-0 at halftime. And Andell, they're considered one of the best football programs in the state of Kansas, so nothing surprising there. But also the Collegiate, they're pretty high in 3A, so maybe some fight in that second half.
I don't think Andale's lost a game in 12 years.
Yeah, they have won quite a bit of games. I believe it's
60-something in a row. Yeah, it's an ungodly number of games in their winning streak. So,
yeah, just a really good football program that they built over there in Andale, Kansas. And also looking at 5A, the Holy War, number 5 in the state, Cape and Mount Carmel. They're leading 21-14 against Bishop Carroll at half.
Could this be the year?
Maybe that's a possibility, but also that's a really close margin. You got to look at it.
It really is a close game.
It's one touchdown and it's halftime. I mean, Bishop Carroll, they probably want that game just as badly as Capen. So
I can't tell you how many Capen games, how many Holy Wars I've been to, where Capen has had a big lead in the second half and still lost. That game is not over by any means.
Yeah, Capen, if they really want to break that streak, they're going to have to pull something out. Just pull something out of the bag of tricks and make sure they get a good, comfortable lead and keep that lead. Make sure they beat Carroll, because Carroll, they may have had an off night against Northwest, but if you underestimate them, they can probably bite you.
No question about that. Carroll has always been a powerhouse program, as we know, since we play them every year.
Yes, of course, Kevin. And also looking at 6A, number 3 Manhattan is taking on number 13 Junction City, and it is in the third quarter, and Manhattan is leading 23-0 against Junction City. That I was expecting a closer game, but Manhattan, they're also a really good, or another really good, just football program in the state of Kansas, right behind Andale. So that's going to be a tough matchup for Junction City, and hopefully they can score some points and put some points on the board, get some confidence back in them. But another really good game there.
All right, well, I know you'll be watching the scoreboard all throughout the second half, seeing what else is going on around the state of interest to us. In the meantime, we have some business to take care of here. And we're getting set for the third quarter kickoff. Franklin EQ will kick it off. He's got it spotted on the 40-yard hash mark on the far side of the field. And Ivan Teal is deep for South High. And this one is going to be short. Caught and booted at the 10, down at the 20, and he falls on the ball, and that's it. And that's the second kickoff tonight, Craig, that Ivan Teal has booted.
Yeah, it seems like South has kind of been a little shaky just in the kick return here. And they're just really lucky they haven't really fumbled the ball and really had a costly turnover.
Well, they're lucky they didn't kick it forward right into one of our players. And, yeah, you're right. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. That's where he fell on it for the Titans. And no changes. Teal's in the backfield along with quarterback Rashawn Johnson. Johnson takes the snap, and he's going to go to throw it. Throws it on the near side, and he throws it into the Northwest bench. Nice catch over there made by Landon Hughes of Northwest on the sideline. 2nd down and 10 to go now. And I will note this without dwelling upon it. Because of the score, the mercy rule has been employed, and this will be a running clock second half. The clock did not stop on the incompletion. It continues to run and will not stop unless a score takes place or an injury or a timeout is called. Here's a handoff up the middle, and just like in the first half, 4 blue jerseys are all over Ivan Teal, and he picks up virtually nothing. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the South head coach is drawing up on this 3rd down, because they are desperately needing that 1st down. Just put some confidence in their players and just keep moving forward after a really rough first half from them.
It's the most points scored by Northwest in a half this year. There's a pass incomplete, and it'll be 4th down, and the Titans will kick it away.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was more of an overthrow or the receiver kind of felt the two Northwest defensive backs.
I think that was a pressure. I think that's a drop. It was in his hands, and he dropped it because he heard the thunder and the pitter patter of little feet coming toward him. At the 45-yard line is Jace Glasper. This one off the side of Johnson's foot will go out of bounds. They're going to have some good field position here. Grizzlies will take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Titans. And now here's where you're going to see the substitutions come in, and there are some for Northwest. We'll get those to you as soon as we can corral them all. Here's a handoff and a sweep to the left side, and a nice run that time by, I can't even read my, that's by Pless. He picks up 8 yards, does Pless, on the carry. Quarterback, we have a new quarterback for Northwest as well. Here's a run, and that's going to be a touchdown. And I didn't even see who scored that. Say again?
25.
All righty. Darius Stevens on the touchdown carry for Northwest of 20-plus yards for another score. And John Lee is on to try the extra point.
And I also did notice that in relief of Jalen Mason, it will be number 18, Grant Myers, in at quarterback, junior. A pretty good first drive, I would say, from the backups in Northwest.
Yep.
They didn't really mess anything up.
And I'm not a bit surprised that the starters are not in there. Another low line drive kick by John Lee, but he gets it through. And we're going to keep it right here since we have the running clock. 70-0. Northwest leads South. 7:48 and counting.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Very surprising to me, though, because I would say Mays is probably considered an underdog in that game, and they have it tied up with Derby. So they're bringing the fight to Derby.
Getting set now for the kickoff. Franklin EQ will do it. He sets it on the 40-yard line hash mark and walks back to the 30 to get his running start. And another short kick taken at the, now we have a stoppage of play. Evidently somebody did something.
I think someone may have went early on the kickoff. So
it may have been an offside. Yeah, it might have been offside. They're going to bring it back. You know, the flag was dropped on the far side of the field. Yep, somebody was offside on the kickoff. And that'll cost the Grizzlies 5 yards. Going to move it back to the 35. EQ will get to do it over again.
Since we have a little bit of downtime for this next kickoff, I also saw that Eisenhower is hosting Arkansas City, and they are leading 24-7 at halftime. Very interesting game. Arkansas City making a trip down to Eisenhower.
And Eisenhower's got a good team this year.
Sure do.
I think they're 4-1 also. Here's the kickoff for the second time. This time it's taken on the far side of the 15, the 20, 25, 30, up the sideline. Here we go, 45, 50, 40, and down at the 30-yard line of Northwest. Arguably the biggest play of the night for South High, as Jalen Fitzsimmons-Woods brings it up on the kickoff return and gets it all the way down to the Northwest 30. Best starting field position of the night for the Titans.
I also think that's probably the furthest they've gotten down the field as well during this game. And that was also a very rare sign of life out of this South team, just being able to cut the edge and just sprint down that sideline.
Johnson's in the backfield at quarterback. He's got Webster in there with him. Gives it to Webster. Webster goes up the middle, slicing and dicing for 5 yards. Pretty good run that time by Webster. It'll be second down and 5 to go at the 25.
I'm wondering now, Kevin, if this will be the drive that South finally puts some points on the board, but I don't want to speak too soon.
We'll find out here in a few plays. I'm sure there's a run up the middle for, looks like he'll pick up 2 yards on the play. It'll be third down and a short 4 to go. And I guess my other question is, and I haven't been able to tell because I haven't looked, how much of our starting defensive unit is still on the field?
I actually don't believe. I want to say there's none. It looks like the defensive
I don't
backs
see any
are
of the
new.
starters out there. Here's a sweep around the far side by Johnson, and he's got the first down and then some. He's inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for South High.
And back to what you just asked me, Kevin. I'm just looking at some of the numbers on the field, and on my roster sheet, it looks like most of them are sophomores. So I don't think there's really – I think there's very few starters, if there are any in there.
I'm inclined to believe that as well. And with the score being what it is, that's the way it should be. Webster picks up nice yardage, gets 5 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 5.
And I like that play call from South there. And that was an excellent fake there from Johnson. I honestly thought that the quarterback still had the ball there. So if I was on the field.
So he faked you out as well, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think Northwest would definitely not trust me on the field. It looks like there's a penalty on the play.
There is. I didn't see that flag either.
Yeah, there are some either some really hidden flags or they're just not throwing the flags.
It's 1st down and 15 now. And another run up the middle. Good yardage. They got all the penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Clock running. 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Yeah, South isn't doing too bad of a job, just kind of trying to gain some yardage here.
Looking for something to build upon is what the Titans are doing. They have all their starting players in on offense. Here's one. That's Teal. Nice move to the right. He's going to score, maybe. And it's a touchdown for South. Now, one guy signaled touchdown and one guy did not. The guy on the far side had his arms up.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because I do agree with you. I did see the far ref signal a touchdown. It does look like it will be a touchdown here.
They put the 6 points on the board. The guy on this side did not signal anything. He actually had his foot marking it at the 1. Extra point coming after the touchdown by the Titans. Ball's down. Kick is up. Hits the post and goes through.
Wow.
57.
Check some scores for everybody at home just to see what's going on across Kansas. Oh, looks like actually we do have a score. It'll be Washburn Rural is up 34-0 against Topeka.
Well, that's no surprise.
That sure is no surprise.
Topeka's having a tough year.
Yeah, they're another really good football program.
Here's the kickoff, and it goes deep. Short, rather, excuse me. Went short. And out to the 40, to the 45, and near midfield. They're going to mark that down at the 47-yard line, and a nice run back by the up back. Grizzlies will have it. First down and 10 to go.
Yeah, that would be Bryant Roberts in on the run back for Northwest. And he's a linebacker, so it's a little bit of a bigger body there with running the ball there.
Myers at quarterback. Hands it off. Sweep on the far side. Nice yardage. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 2nd down and 3, and that will be the last play of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Northwest 70 and South 7. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly football.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
There's another whiff of smoke. I think there's a cannon over there.
Actually, I think it may be those two over there.
Back for the fourth quarter. Northwest will start the fourth quarter with a 2nd down and 4 at the 46-yard line of South High. Grant Myers is at quarterback for Northwest. And none of the offensive starters, nor are any of the defensive starters remaining in the game for Northwest. He's got help back there in the backfield from Adarius Stevens, who scored the last touchdown. And this time Grant keeps it and picks up maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
And just a quick update on the Holy War, Kevin. It's in the 3rd quarter, and Capen's leading 28 to 20. So Carroll's still keeping it close in that Holy War game.
Up the middle and short of 1st down yardage. In fact, they'll lose a yard on the play. It'll be 4th down and 5. And the Grizzlies will go for it. And they won't. Now, it's a long 5, so the offside will not result in a 1st down, in my opinion. I mean, we're looking right at the marker straight across from us here. I think it's going to be 4th down and short.
Now it looks like they're going to move the chains here.
Are they moving it?
Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they're going to move it.
They are moving the chains. Well,
Short
so
5.
much for my 70-year-old eyes. 1st down and 10 for Northwest after the penalty. Stevens up the near side. Runs right into the arms of Ross Robinson, but not until after he picks up 7 yards on the play. 2nd down and a long 3. Myers takes the snap, throws it, far side. And that play did not develop into anything. In fact, it's going to lose a yard. Jalen Legan, the recipient of the pass, lost a yard on the play. 10 minutes remaining in the game. Grizzlies lead 70-7. 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball at the 37-yard line of South High. And South High did it again. They just gave us another 1st down. I don't know if the hard count's getting them or what, Craig, because we can't hear it up here.
Yeah, 2 very unfortunate penalties for South here, and it's kind of.
And they're moving the chains, so it'll be a 1st down for Northwest.
And it's making their defense suffer here. They're staying on the field longer than they probably should.
Up the middle, big hole, down to inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and a short 2 for the 1st down. No huddle for Northwest. Myers, and now a flag comes in.
Looks like it'll be a false start here.
It is a false start on Northwest. I don't know how it could be a false start. They hadn't even gotten up to the line yet. But they're going to tack 5 yards onto the problem. So now it is 2nd down and 7. And up the middle and pushing the pile down. Well, they're only going to give them 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Oh, it looks like, is that a fumble?
I don't know. Must have been a turnover. I didn't see any signal of a change in possession. But the defense has come onto the field for Northwest.
I think
it must be a turnover. It's the only possible explanation.
I think
it's a turnover because it was only 2nd down.
Yeah, I think Northwest may have fumbled the ball there, but I couldn't see it clearly because there are so many bodies in the way.
None of the referees signaled a change of possession. So South High will have it, 1st and 10, clock running, 7:45 to go. Ball on the 27. Quick pitch and a sweep to the near side, and a flag coming in. That'll probably be a hold. So this is coming back. Parker, the ball carrier on that last play, but they're going to move it back. So let's see. I think the foul was in the backfield, so it's going to cost them 10 yards. It'll be first down and 20. Ball's moved back to the 17-yard line of South. So South in a bigger hole than they were in a moment ago. Johnson's going to throw it. It's complete. Very short gain on that play. Completed to Grames. He may have gotten a yard or two, and that's it. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 18 now.
And Bryant Roberts was the Northwest defender that was quickly in on that tackle after the receiver caught the ball. So just great coverage and great tackling ability from Roberts there.
Johnson has it, hands it off, up the middle. Big hole, lots of running room, and he's going to get the first down. He needed 18, he got 22. And it's first down for South High, and a rare first down for the Titans.
And that was Landis Smith for Northwest that was in on that tackle. It almost looked like he missed the tackle, but it was enough to trip up the ball carrier and make him hit the ground. So good effort from him.
First and 10. Johnson takes the snap, throws it complete, and hit immediately. Travis Hall received the ball from Johnson, picks up 5 yards on the pass play. Good one-on-one tackling by the Grizzlies on that play.
Yeah, and that was Landis Smith again. Just excellent coverage there, and just, yeah, like you said, excellent one-on-one tackling.
Teal has it. He's going to sweep to the far side. He's got the first down and then some. Picks up 10 on the play. First down and 10 for South. 4:45 and counting. Up the middle. Webster carries it for 2 yards. Grizzlies' next game is next Thursday. They play Thursday next week, and they will be playing the West High Pioneers at Riverfront Stadium.
Yeah, very weird and interesting to play on a Thursday compared to a Friday.
I know, I hate Thursday games. Don't get me started. 2nd and 9 from the 46. Up the middle it goes. Gain of maybe 4 or 5 yards on the play. Yeah, they gave him 3. 3rd down and 6.
And just like South's last scoring drive, they're kind of just slowly moving up the field and gaining first down every once in a while.
Yeah, obviously they're not concerned about multiple scores. There's no way they're going to catch us. They're just trying to build on something here. Johnson will keep that one himself, and he runs short of the first down. He's going to be short by a couple of yards. It'll be 4th down. And I would say at this point they are probably going to go for it.
And that was Chase Schreck. Schreck on the tackle there for Northwest. Just kind of a low chop tackle. Looked a little rough there for Johnson, but he got up right after the play.
4th down and 2. Let's see what they run here. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Got the first down and then some. 1st and 10 for South. Clock continues to run. 2:39 to go. They spot the ball at the 34-yard line of Northwest. And flags fly, and we're going to have a false start on South. That'll move it back 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15 to go. So all that did was burn 30 seconds of time for South. Teal runs it up the middle, gets close to the original line of scrimmage. Picks up 2. It'll be second down and 13.
And with this downtime as well, I just wanted to remind you again, Kevin, in the Holy War, Capen's leading 42-20 against Carroll. I think
this may be the year. Oh, there's a fumble by Teal, and Northwest gets it back. Now that'll put the icing on the cake, and Northwest will need to run maybe 2 plays here.
And that was Joseph Van for Northwest, the junior linebacker, in on that fumble recovery. Just good heads-up play and getting on that ball.
Not exactly sure if anybody hit Teal before he lost it. I think the turf monster may have jumped up, but that's it. Hand off to Stevens. He plows up the middle. He'll get maybe 2 yards. And the Grizzlies, unless somebody calls a timeout, do not need to run another play.
Which it looks like they'll just let the clock run out, or maybe not.
Oh man, we'll see if they run anything or not here. They do run a play. Ball carrier on the near side was Plus again. He picks up 3 yards, and that'll do it. We're final here at Northwest Stadium, and your final score is Northwest 70 and South High 7. Craig Camerick, a lopsided affair pretty much in the second half. It was just play it out. But well done by the Grizzlies, and they can look forward to taking on the Pioneers next week over at Riverfront.
Yeah, I just think they're just going to have to build on these 2 really strong victories, but also they have to be sure they don't get too ahead of themselves and don't let their egos get in the way. Just make sure they like the win, or just make sure they enjoy the win, but don't enjoy it too much.
Don't enjoy it too much. That's it.
But 2 good wins back-to-back weeks. But yeah, another challenge next week at West.
All righty. We'll have West next week, and then we have Manhattan.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game. Manhattan.
And the finale, and that'll wrap it up. Once again, our final score tonight, 70-7. We thank you for joining us on homecoming night here at Northwest Stadium, and for our outstanding production crew led by Mr. Shane Monroe, and we've got Mr. Harbachek and Miss Shirley and Mr. Camerick. I'm Kevin Arkin saying good night from Northwest. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend.